Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you the new link parameters feature that we've added to the Unreal plugins from version 3.1.2 and onwards. The link parameters allow us for a quicker and more efficient workflow when we want to expose or link properties from within a blueprint to Erizos Studio or through the API. So I'm just going to start off by showing how we will do this currently using the control blueprint. So let me just create an example here. I'm going to add a text component. And for this example, I want to show how we can control this text from Erizos Studio. So again, I'm going to show you the current workflow, and then we'll show you the new linked workflow. So currently, we'd have to go in, we'd have to search for control blueprint. We'd add that to our level. We'd expose a variable for my text, or whatever you wanted to call it. Give it a value, set it to public. Then we'd go into the event graph. We'd add the onDataChange event. We'd grab our text. We would say we want to set the text on this 3D text. We'll grab our text variable, connect that up, connect this to the event, compile, save, close this, throw this into our level, give the control blueprint an ID and a title. Okay. Save this, jump into Studio, import our level, re-import on this. Okay. And then we would be able to type in some text, send it to the engine, and see it update. Okay, so that's the current workflow using the control blueprint. So there are quite a few steps involved. Let's go ahead and create a new blueprint. Name it actor, and we'll do blueprint a link parameters, we'll call it. And just like I did before, I'm going to go ahead and add a text component. And now if I want to change this text, all we need to do is go into the add component menu, search for link, and then we have the link text parameter. We just have to make sure that it's a child of the actual component that we want to control. Okay, and once we've selected this, you'll see that we have all the familiar properties that we have in our control text, which you can use in the actual level. So we'll give it an ID, let's call it 3. We can give it a title, and we can set some additional properties like we can do in the control text, force uppercase and stuff like that. But I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Save this, close it, throw this into, I'm going to delete this one so we don't get confused, and just put my new blueprint in there. Put the engine on air, come back into Studio, do a quick re-import. Okay. And now if I write here, hello world, and do a take in, you see that the text updates. So much faster, more efficient workflow. What we can also do is attach multiple links. So if we want to change, for example, the color on this text, we can do the link color. We can give it an ID, give it a title if we want. And like in the control color, you need to give it a parameter. So I'm just going to use the default material parameter color. Compile, save, close this. Put the engine in play mode. Jump back into Studio, do a quick re-import. Okay, and now we also have this color option. We can change this, hit take in, and you see that the color changes. I guess I have a conflict in the control IDs. So I think I gave them both the same ID. Yeah, both of them were 3. So let's just go ahead and name 4. File, save, close, play, re-import. There we go. And now I can control the text and the color individually. Change up the color. You see the text is updating correctly as well. What we can also do is, so right now this is just in a one sort of level, but we can also separate these out into layers. All we need to do is inside our blueprint is add the control layer component, give it an ID. Okay, compile, save, close this. We now go back into Studio. We do a re-import. Oh, in play mode. Do a re-import. We now have the layer text with color. If we go ahead and create a page of that, you can see that this layer has our two components, our text and our color links inside of it. Last thing, if you're doing a dynamic blueprint, so if I search for dynamic base layer, dynamic BP links. So this works exactly like the previous one. We can go ahead and add the text, add the link component. Okay. But in this case, we don't need to add the control layer. Let's just go ahead and show you how this works inside Studio. So I'll drop this into my dynamic layers folder and add the dynamic layers actor inside my level and set it up to go to that dynamic layers folder. So save, play, jump into Studio. Let's do a re-import over here. So you see we have the dynamic blueprint with link already. And that's got our, let's see why it doesn't. Sorry, wrong blueprint. I think I forgot to set the ID. Yeah, I need to set the ID on these. So let's just go ahead and save this now. Go back into Studio, do a re-import, and now we get the text. So when you're using, just to recap, you have three methods. You can just do a normal blueprint and attach the links to the components you want to control. You can do the same with a control layer inside your blueprint, and then that will group those linked properties into a layer inside Erizos Studio. And the third option is to use the dynamic layers, and then you just do the same. You add your link parameters or components to the components, you attach them to the components you want to control, and there's no need for that control layer component because the blueprint, the dynamic blueprint, is recognized by Erizos as a layer or a standalone component itself. So thanks for watching, and like I said before, these features are available from the plugins of version 3.1.2 and onwards.